Hello and welcome to TA Digital Online Training. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to use clipping marks in Adobe Photoshop. Okay, so first, one will ask, what is clipping marks? A clipping marks or Photoshop marks is essentially a layer clipped inside another layer or grouped. A clip layer will only be visible within the boundaries of the layer it's clipped into. Okay, and it's also known as the base layer. Okay, so that is how we define a clipping marks. Okay, so without much ado, let's get started. All right, so I have my Photoshop already opened, and as you can see, I have two different effects actually on my screen. You can see the background, you can see a picture clip into an object, and the head coming out of it, and you can see a letter also, which also the head also comes in, but the body actually is fixed into the letter. Okay, so that is what we determine as clipping marks. Okay, but there are some tips and tricks around it on how one can achieve this beautiful kind of effect you see here. Okay, so writing, let me just create a new document altogether. So let me go to new, let me choose 1080 by 920. I'm okay with everything here. So all what I will need to do is click create. Okay, so sorry, I think I have to change it to landscape. So let me go to image, and let me rotate it. Okay, so I'll have it in what? Landscape mode. Okay, good. So now we are beginning with the oval shape, which is the circle shape. Okay, so we need to get our picture in, and we need to get our background images and stuff. Okay, but first we will start with the picture. Okay, so go to file, then you go to place embedded, then let's browse for the picture. Okay, I have it in my document, desktop. So I think the picture I'm about to use is this one. So yes, this is the actual picture that I want to use. Okay, all right. So now let me place it on the left hand side here. All right, so now let me go in for my oval tool. Where when you come on the toolbox, that's what you see. It's called ellipse tool. Okay, so I will just click on the ellipse tool and select the round, which is the ellipse. So all what you need to do is click and drag, then you hold on shift. Okay, this shift actually helps you create an accurate circle with equal size. Okay, so let's assume this my circle here is actually perfect for whatever I'm about what doing. Okay, all right, so in case if the circle is too small, you can always use Control T to transform it. Then you hold on your Alt key on the keyboard, you click and hold your mouse, then you drag it. So it's going to what? Expand it to the size that you really want. Okay, but I think with my case, I don't need it to be that bigger. So I think this is okay for me. All right, so now I'll select everything on the board by pressing Control A. Okay, then let me select any of it, then I'll just align it. Okay, I'll align it, then let me select my picture tool for me to align it in the center. All right, so here with Photoshop, actually Photoshop works with layers. So if you want this picture to be on top of it, then you have to come to the layers panel here. Then this is the picture. Okay, I want the picture to be on top of the ellipse, okay, which is our circle. So the moment I drag it up, automatically I have what? Bring the picture in front of the object. Okay, so let me duplicate this image, okay, by using Control J. Okay, that's the shortcut. So let me name this one uh, pick 1. Okay, then let me name this one pick 2. All right, so I'm going to hide this one for now. I don't need it. So here, after we have created these two objects here, now we want to know how far we want the head to be out of the circle. Okay, so we use the Control T to transform it, so we can have this bounding box around it. We hold our Alt key to click and what expand it a little bit. So maybe if I want the head to be that far, okay, which I think is okay. All right, so I can use the arrow keys to push it up a little bit. All right, so if this okay for me or for you, okay, then we are good to go. Okay, so here, all what we need to do here is to what? Clip marks our image into the object here. How then do we do that? Okay, just click the empty area here, so you not select anything here. Now, click Alt on your keyboard. Okay, so the moment you click Alt on your keyboard, you realize that the hand, okay, have changed to this arrow pointing down with a square box around it. So you are telling the image in picture 1 that I want you to be what? Clip marks into the ellipse circle. Okay, so the moment we click on it automatically, then you have your circle actually fall in. Why is it still showing like this? It have already going because of this picture 2 here. So we need to hide it. Okay, so you click on hide and automatically you see that our picture actually have been what? Been clip marks into the ellipse object here. Okay, okay, good. Now, how then do we get the head off here? All what you need to do, that's the reason why we duplicate this picture here. So for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to duplicate this picture again by holding my control and press G on my keyboard. Okay, so I'll name this one picture 3. All right, so now in this case I just need to what uh, make this picture 2 visible. Okay, so the moment I click this eye here, which indicates layer visibility, automatically you will see that the picture is on top of the ellipse object. Okay, good. So now what we will do here, we are just going to use one particular tool which is going to help us achieve whatever we want to do here. Okay, so for us to do that, just select the image here, then come to the toolbox here and come to the eraser option. Let's select the eraser tool. Then let's check the biggerness. I think 89 is okay, but you can still increase it a little bit. It doesn't spoil anything. So when you select it, it will show you that circle with that arrow telling you that the image that you want to use the eraser on is not what rasterized image. Okay, so in this case, we have to convert it to a rasterized smart object. So automatically it will give you this one. Then all what you need to do here, click OK, and automatically this image now has been what rasterized, which our eraser tool can actually work on it. Okay, so now what we need to do here, all what you need to do is start cleaning from here. Okay, start cleaning from the edges, and you'll see that when it gets to the ellipse object here, you see that it starts to take shape. Okay, it starts to take shape. So guys, you see how easy it is. Very easy. All right, so now let's see this object. Actually, maybe the outline is too thin. Okay, so how then do we increase it? So when you select the ellipse object here, let's come to the blending option here, then let's go all the way to stroke. Okay, so the stroke, actually we want to what? Increase the stroke line of this object. So let's change the color to something visible. Okay, let's choose something visible, or maybe you can bring the pointer onto any avatar if you want to pick any color from here. Okay, so I can pick this color on my shirt. Then I will just click OK, and automatically it will take effect. This one actually talks about the size, how big you want the outline to be. So as you can see, you see it's fully stroke. So let's just reduce it because we want to have a feel. So let's choose maybe 10 or 15 actually. Okay, based on the design that you are doing. Okay, so let me go by 10. Then if I'm okay with it, all what I need to do is click OK, and automatically I'll then have it in this beautiful form. All right, so now let's give some feel to. So let's just click here. I can choose this yellow on the shirt here, and to apply it I'm going to use Alt backspace. Okay, automatically it's going to fill in the color. So now you can tell that we are beginning to have a very beautiful design here. Okay, so this is actually how you can create this beautiful effect here, okay, which is called a clipping marks in Photoshop. Okay, good. Now we are done with all this. So now let's group this one into one page or one folder. Okay, so when you click on one, hold on your shift key to select the last one automatically to select anything below what you select. Then you click on this folder here. Automatically it's going to create a group folder for you. So which means that all the work that we did here automatically has been grouped into this folder. Okay, so I think we can delete the background. Actually we can delete it. Okay, all right, don't worry about the transparent background that we have. We'll bring in a background. So now let's enable this one. Okay, so now we have this one here which we are going to use it for our letter. So let's hide it. Then let's come to the toolbox here. Just go in for your text tool. Let's go in for the text tool. Click on the board and type the letter J. Okay, it's actually depend on any letter actually that you want to work on with. Okay, good. So now let's bring it here. Let's save it. Always when you are working, try to have the habit of what saving your work. So in case if the program crash, you can still get a backup to work on. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight everything here and I'll use the letter J. Okay, so I can delete the rest. All right, so this is what actually I want. So I'll highlight it and increase the size. I think the size is 72, which is too small for what I'm going to do. So I'll use Control T to get the transform option on. Then I'll just hold on my Alt key to what expand it together. Okay, so I have my J now in a very big shape for which I think is okay. But let me expand it a little bit. All right, so good. Now I've gotten my J also here. Okay, so here what I need to do is I have to what bring this picture to visibility. Okay, and the picture is at the back of the letter. So as usual, the picture have to be on top. Okay, all right. So now let's adjust it and see if we need to increase the size. Let's put it down a little bit. I think this is perfect. If you want to see through, you can use the opacity. Okay, the opacity actually will help you see through. All right, okay, good. So I'll pull it back to 100%. Okay, all right, so Control G to duplicate it, then we then hide it. Okay, so now what we are left here to do is we just have to what clip mark this image into the letter G here. Okay, so you hold on your control, come in between them, then you click. Automatically, you will find that the picture have what automatically clip marks into the letter J. Okay, so from here, all what we need to do, we need to what bring this one to life. So automatically it will be on top of it. Then we went all the way to our toolbox to pick the eraser tool. Then we start to what clean. This one also you need to what rasterize it. So when you click on it, it's going to give you this error. You see what could not use the eraser because no layers, blah blah blah, which is true. I've not select the layer, so now I have selected. So if you click on it, automatically you are going to have this a notification again. So all what you need to do is click OK, and automatically your brush actually will be active. So here you start to what? Delete. So the moment you reach at the edge of the J, you will see that everything is fixed in perfectly. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, okay. Okay. See, perfect. All right. Perfect. Everything is perfect. Okay, guys. So this is actually the tricks behind clip maxing your image or some kind of artwork, or maybe you want to clip click mark some background into a text. This is actually how you can actually what? Achieve it. Okay, guys. All right. So now let's group this one too into another group. So this one we group two. Okay, now let's bring in another background here. Let's give it a very nice background. I think I have one background here. Let's use that one. Let's see. Should be on desktop. Let me go here. Okay, this background. All right. So when you bring this background here, automatically you see that it's on top. It's on top. So automatically it's going to cover all your two design. So all what you need to do is drag it down. All right. Automatically you find it here. So you use the Control T. Then we can use the Alt to what? Expand it to cover all the layer there. Okay. So now let's assume you want to put in a text, and maybe the background here is too sharp. Okay, and you want to maybe put some transparent black on top of it, so maybe your text will be very visible. So here all what you need to do is create a new layer, okay, by clicking this plus here, drag it below here, okay, because you want, sorry, you want the black actually should be on top of the background. Okay, then let's come here, select your picture, your color, click OK, Alt backspace. So as you can see now, it's all black. Okay, so now here what you need to do is come to the opacity here. Then you can what? Adjust this slider. So when you are adjusting it, automatically you have you see your background. Okay, so let's say maybe 50. Should I? Okay, maybe 50 is okay. All right, 50% is okay. So with this one, any text that you put on top is going to be visible. Okay, because you put a black transparent 50% on top of it. So if you use white on this one, it's going to show more. Okay, guys. So now let me go into the group one here. I can just select everything here. Then I can what? Push it close. Then minimize it. I can go onto here and do same. Okay, can also what? Push it close. So guys, this is actually how to create your clipping marks in Adobe Photoshop. Okay guys, thank you for watching, and I hope this tutorial actually will take you far, and please subscribe to my channel as I'll be dropping more tips on Photoshop, CorelDRAW and Illustrator. Okay guys, so see you in the next tips.